Welcome back to Penguin Game Day, driven by Sweeney Buick, Pontiac GMC, and Sweeney Chevrolet. A new segment this year we have is YSU alumni, and with us tonight is a familiar face. If you have a young son or daughter, it is Elliot Giles, who played from the Penguins from 1997 through 1999. Elliot, welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Elliot, back in 1997, boy, I remember seeing number 8 out there running some great routes and coming up with some great receptions.
You know, it was a great experience for me. Honestly, I can say playing for 3 years under Jim Tressel was quite an experience that I would never forget, and learned a lot about the tradition here at Youngstown State, and it's been something that has stuck with me for such a long time. Even now, I don't have a problem talking about my days at YSU because it's such a memorable time and happy time for me.
Now, you come from Miami of Florida. How'd you end up at Youngstown State?
Well, like I said, I actually originally went to school in Idaho State. At the end of my '96 season, I transferred to YSU, and again had a illustrious opportunity to play for the national championship team in '97. You know, then '98 and '99 again playing the national championship game. So again, I just been all across the country, but again, ended up here and kept my home here. So
Elliot, we're looking at some highlights here in the Montana, the playoff game, the great catch there, and you go the distance. Do you remember that play?
Absolutely, absolutely, like it was yesterday. Again, they had the momentum. I'll be honest with you, they had the momentum that game and at that time, and that actual play broke their back, so to speak. And again, it was just a great opportunity for me to make a play for the team.
Is there a significant place or a place you really like to play at?
I always like to play away. I'll be honest with you, even though YSU was great, I always had a lot of fun here, but to play on the road and be against all those odds, especially in that Montana game, was quite an experience for me, and I always love to silence the crowd whenever we make a good play on the road.
And obviously, you still follow the program.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, I always have ties here at Youngstown State. Always, if I'm not at the games, always finding out what they're doing, how they did. And again, I am an alumni, and I always root for them to the day I die.
Now, Elliot, you're not coaching, but you're a part of football in a different way, and it's the Youngstown Flag Football Association for youngsters, and this is associated with the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely. It's thankful through the NFL, and just over 2 years ago, I started my organization, and for a two-year period, we've had about 700 kids, girls and boys, impacted by this organization, and it's only getting bigger. I'm very honored and very humbled to be able to bring something like this to the community, and it's just getting a lot of reviews, and a lot of kids are having a good time, so I'm very proud of it.
You were from Miami, you had a chance to leave, but you elected to stay here in the Valley.
I felt that, again, I thought that just I could make a home here. I actually, just again, these 3 years that I spent in college, gave me an appreciation of Youngstown and being away from home, and it just helped me understand that I had something to do here. And like I said, it took me a little while, but now doing this youth organization, being a teacher, being able to give back to the community has been a big help.
The youth organization, this thing started small and it has blossomed.
You have no idea. Actually, my first ever season, we had a little bit over 100 kids, but I think right now we have close to 300 kids from all over the Tri-County area, and it's so culturally diverse with cheerleading and kids just coming from all different areas. It's a blessing. And
this is flag football, so give us a little plug.
Oh yeah, like I said, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, anyone I talk to about flag football, I tell them that it gives the kids an opportunity to learn the fundamentals of the game. And let's be honest, when these kids are coming up 6, 7, 8 year old, you want them to learn a game of football, not just necessarily go out there and run. Actually learn how to play the game, and once they do that and get better at it, they'll be better football players in the end.
Someone wants to contact you, how do they do it?
Well, they can go to my website at www.yffayouth.net, or you can give me a call at 330-559-1272. So again, I'm very proud and honored for this organization. It's a good time for these kids as well.
Elliot, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Elliot.